Now the next topic is uniform quantizer. The simplest type of quantizer is the uniform quantizer. As the name suggests, uniform. It means that all intervals in this quantizer are the same size except possibly the rightmost and leftmost interval along the x-axis are uniformly spaced. Means all the intervals in the uniform quantizer are of same size except possibly the rightmost interval and the leftmost interval along the x direction. So here see here, this is the interval 1 to 2, this is the interval 2 to 3, all interval of same size except possibly the rightmost interval. This is the rightmost interval from 3 to next. This is the outer interval, rightmost interval. This is the leftmost interval. Except possibly these two interval, outer interval, all the interval are same size in the uniform quantizer. And the decision boundary, and you also know that decision boundary. If there are m interval, then how many decision boundary? There are one. If the number of interval is m, then the decision boundary will be m plus 1. If they suppose there are three interval like 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, suppose three interval, then how many number of decision boundary? Decision boundary is nothing but it is the end points of the interval. Decision boundary is the end points of the interval. So how many number of end point in the interval? In the interval, like one end point is 1, another end point is 2, another end point is 3, and another end point is 4. So how many number of end point? Total 4 end point for the interval. For the interval 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Number of interval is only 3 because the interval is 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. So how many interval? Only 3. And how many decision boundary? Decision boundary is 4 because decision boundary is the end point of the interval. There are 4 interval 1, 2, 3 and there are 4 end point 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the decision boundary will be 4. One greater than the number of interval. In the uniform quantizer, the decision boundary are also spaced evenly, and the reconstruction value that the decoder generate are also spaced evenly. Means all the things in the uniform quantizer, that is the interval, and the decision boundary and reconstruction value all are the same size. Means the difference between one interval and the other interval are of same size. And the constant spacing, the size is usually referred to as the step size, and the difference between one interval and another interval is known as step size, that is denoted by delta in the uniform quantizer. In the case of uniform quantizer, we generally take delta equal to 1. This is the whole concept of uniform quantizer. In uniform quantizer, all the interval of the same size and the decision boundary are spaced evenly, and the deconstruction values are also spaced evenly, and the difference between the one interval and another interval is also same size, and the difference between one interval and another interval is known as step size, that is denoted by the lambda, and we generally take lambda equal to 1 in the case of uniform quantizer. The uniform quantizer is of two types. First one is mid-rise quantizer and second one is mid-tread quantizer. Now we see what is the mid-rise quantizer. Mid-rise quantizer is one type of uniform quantizer. It does not have zero as a representation label, means it does not consist of 0 as representation value, reconstruction value, it does not contain. So in the mid-rise quantizer, so here in the mid-rise quantizer, it does not have 0, 1 is 0 as one of its representation level. Means the output, the source, the decoder does not contain the reconstructed value as 0. It does not contain. So that's why in the mid-rise quantizer, we does not including 0 as a output value. So we will start from 0.5. So we will start from 0.5. Again 1.5 is the output value that the decoder generate. Again 2.5, again 3.5. P does not include 0 as a output value in the mid-rise quantizer. This is the concept of mid-rise quantizer. In mid-rise quantizer, we does not include 0 as a output value. We will always start from here from 0.5, 1.5, again 2.5, 3. But we does not include, but we don't include 0 as a output value in the mid-rise quantizer. And because we are not using 0 as a output value, so the number of representation value will be only 7. Because in the previous example, the number of output value was 8. Output value was 8. But because we are not including 0 as one of its representation value, so the number of code word will be 7 in place of 8 code word in the previous example. In the previous example, how many code word? From 0 to how many code word? From 0 to 7, how many code word? This is the code word. How many code word from 0 to 7? These are 8 code word. But because we are not using 0 as a output value, that's why we will not take 000 as a code word. We will only take the code word from 001 to 111. So we will use only 7 code word. So the mid-rise quantizer will be used in the case where even number of, so we will where even number of representation levels are the output value, because we will not take the 0 as the representation level. And what is the mid-range? The application of mid-rise quantizer is that in the audio coding scheme, there is only, we will get the silence period. So we will represent this silence period with 0. So in the case of audio coding scheme, we will not use the mid-rise quantizer. We will only use mid-rise quantizer in this case, in the case where we will not get the 0 as a output value. Okay. Now see the another uniform quantizer, that is known as mid-trained quantizer. It is opposite to the mid-rise quantizer. The mid-trained quantizer, it has 0 as one of its output value. Usually it is used in the case where odd number of reconstruction labels. In the case of mid-rise quantizer, the number of reconstruction label was even number, and it does not include 0 as a reconstruction level. But in the case of mid-trained quantizer, we will use 0 as a output value, and it is generally used for odd number of reconstruction level. So see here, so see here, so see here In the mid-trained quantizer, the output value is 0. Here 0. But in the case of mid-rise, there is no 0 as a output value. But in the case of mid-trained quantizer, you will use 0 as a, you will use 0 as a, you will use 0 as a output value. So in the previous example, if we will use 0 as a reconstruction label, so the number of reconstruction label will be odd. In the previous example, now again you will include, because in the previous example, because we are taking 0 as a output value, that's why we will include 0 as a code word. So how many code word? From 000 to 111. So how many code word? So how many code word? So if we are using mid-rise quantizer will be used where it contains the odd number of reconstruction level, and it also includes 0 as a output value. Here you can see in the diagram, 0 is used as a output value, and the next output value is 1, and another output value is 2, another output value is 3, because we are taking, and it is used. The application of mid-trained quantizer is that in the case where we use 0 as a output value, for example, in the control system, it is important to represent 0 as a output value. In the, as you can also see in the audio coding scheme, generally we get many times silence period. We will represent this silence period as a 0 output value. So in the case of audio coding scheme, we will use the mid-treat quantizer as a uniform quantizer. So now we will stop here. In the next session, we will start adopting quantizer. Okay.